Okay, so today I'll do yet another episode of League in what is an insanely long-standing series, but it makes sense because, again, I've been expecting this for a while where I always wanted to bring my Permadeath hero Gauntlet to a game like this where it's so well known, so conspicuous, something I've never really played that much, something that I hadn't played in a long time for even when I had done of it, and obviously a game that has so many characters to choose between. So on one hand, it covers up that, oh, if you lose that hero for good and you can't play them anymore, but then you have so many more to choose between, even abusing the free rotation that you keep getting. But also it gives you a good amount of variety, obviously, and it has some staying power. So this is going to be a situation where I've been doing these like long muted streams lately. So in that, I typically do like, I guess I could open it up and do almost anything, but it's the kind of thing I don't like and seems like a stupid form of content. But it's like, I'll be doing Hearthstone or something and I'll be muted, or I was using like a TTS that's based on my voice now, so you can kind of make it more interesting that way. But this is the kind of series that I'd rather do in this capacity, like obviously with commentary, but I don't know. It's just like it ends up being so short that I don't know if I should do those longer ones on a separate channel, like where, I make one just for that. But doesn't really seem to matter, right? When you're this small of a channel, it's like nobody really cares anyway. But okay, so Corgi was pretty cool, and he had that ultimate that kind of surprised me, that it's like he can use it as many times as he wants, and it's like just a spammable thing. So that we have 2 win streaks going on. This guy, who I forget, like Gargas or something is his name. It starts with a G, and then this is the other guy, obviously. So the problem is once we go to look, we'll be like, it's already autofill enabled. I think it was mid that he was actually meant to play, but or at least I played mid and it went just fine. It's a situation where I don't know if he's even going to be on the free rotation, though. That's the problem. It's hard to say like what the most beginner friendly lane probably is. You would think bottom, because you have 2 people there, so you can kind of cover up for your flaws instead of being by yourself. Jungle is the most annoying to do, obviously, if you don't know what you're doing. And then mid seems like a lot of responsibility, but you also get support from both top and bottom in a way that I don't know. Mid can be kind of both good, but also intimidating. Top could be probably one of the harder ones because you are kind of by yourself and you just have to deal with it. It's like mid, but you just don't get support from bottom. And then at this low level, people don't end up doing that anyway. Like, oh, you're mid, so they'll support you, but they won't. Like, you'll get support from top and bottom. That might be the theoretical point of the, positioning, but it doesn't actually happen. They'll just ignore you, or they'll just do whatever the fuck they're doing, right? People are just, and I'm like that too. I mean, I'll just do random stuff. Why hasn't this gone up in a while? Because I feel like it's been stuck there for quite some time and I haven't used it on anything. The blue essence. So yeah, that's a fun part of the thing, is like you're trying to go on win streaks with these characters. Obviously, if you lose, you can't play them anymore. But also outside of the free rotation, if I need to use it, right, like if I need more after I've played everybody on the free rotation, what happens is I have to buy it with the in-game currency that I earn over the course of the run. So if I don't do that, if I don't have enough then to keep buying more to play, once I run out of the ones on the free rotation, etc. But in a way, you'll never run out, because there's always a new, you'll start a streak and then they'll be taken off the free rotation, and now you have to buy it to be able to continue, or you have to wait and save it. So like the Gargis guy is pissing me off, because now it'll be annoying if we have too many streaks like that. Like we have a streak now with Gargis and Corki, and now if neither of them are on the free rotation here, then I'll have to start a 3rd streak potentially. So then I have to keep track of all these. It just becomes annoying. You'd rather play as one, stay in rhythm, go as long as you can. That's kind of the part of the point, but I'd rather save my shit too. Because what's going to happen is you're going to keep getting the free rotation over and over and over, and it's like you'll really be able to go through every single character in the game, maybe just through that alone, which is sort of the partial win condition of this format too, is like just play as every hero at least once, right? Because that just means you survive long enough to afford them through this or whatever. That at least you touch base with each of them, and then you just then it's just gravy to see whether how long you go with each one. Like Paladins, I was able to do that. I played as every single one in the game, but it's mostly just because I only played once a week and I sort of abused the free rotation in that as well. So I was assigned bottom, even though I thought, I mean, I'll still do it. I don't know whether, see, that's the thing, I don't even know that much. Like, I played mid and it went fine, but I don't know if I was meant to play mid, and people get triggered by my exhausted night thing. But as long as you have a guy who's like, who do I not want to see? I just don't like Set in general.
Hey, never pick a fight you can't win.
Everybody hates that. Briar, I don't even mind. Heimerdinger, I don't think you see really all that often. Everybody hates Lux. Everybody hates her. I think I remember getting triggered by Rise because he was such a damage character, like obviously a mage, but he would also be super tanky. So he was a super tanky mage, battle mage that would be like fucking, you know, he'd be almost one-shotting me. It's like, okay, at least I should be able to do the same to him. And then the fight drags on and he's somehow able to tank it, right? That would kind of trigger me. This was in the Kale period of my whole thing. Or there's certain top matchups that would piss me off, like Urgot bothered me, or I mean Set is just annoying, but just with his insane amount of mobility, it's like the whatever. So apparently we're bottom, which you could kind of, I don't know how they assign these because it's sort of counterproductive. They'll say, oh, this character's not meant to play bottom, but then why is it letting me do it when it says, you know, it's acknowledging that I'm bottom, but it, you know, it should restrict then who you're able to play as, which I like that it doesn't do that in a way, I guess. But because again, at the low level or even at the high level, you can do a creative extrapolation. Like, let's try something different. Let's, you know, theory craft. Let's do something different. So the reasoning why is because, you know, that can be fun to kind of see how those things play out. So somebody else who actually doesn't have flash, what an anomaly. But no, I love that aspect too. Like, people will use that as a fallacy, like, oh, it's your fault for not using it, not the fault of the game for, you know, being so narrow that it would now I can almost guarantee that this isn't going to work, the window capture. Or maybe it is. Diego could be annoying, but I kind of forget what he's all about. KDA all out. Kane, Xin Zhao. Yeah, I've been auto purchasing so far too, everything as well, in a way that obviously should be fine, but it's, you know, just to simplify it. You know, I can't tell whether it's capturing the, yeah, I think, yeah, it bugs out my OBS. Like, I have no idea. It's showing like this, the loading screen, so I don't know whether it's capturing the game or not. I have no idea.
30 seconds until minions.
Asking for assistance. Okay.
I'm on it, Black Shoe.
This is the kind of shit too, as the jungler, that you won't necessarily get the credit of doing. Right, or like, you know, people might not help you then, so what? You could gang up and gank this guy here. You really don't need 3 people to be doing this, but okay, forget it. It's taking too long. I'm too impatient for this shit. And I lost my ward in doing that too. But no, this character is very cool. It'd be a shame, just like every other one, it'd be a shame to lose it. Let's try to control the lane in a sense that... Well, I guess I can't do that because... If that guy was a little more aware, we could have actually done something to him, but it just feels like a shame not to use Exhausting Knight when you have it up, but I don't have enough abilities to really do anything with it. Yeah, this is the machine gun thing that I couldn't tell exactly how good that was going to be against players or not. Somehow I still get out of there with that. I mean, you could easily have gotten a kill there if you were trying to do it. Like, if somebody else was trying to come in there. Even now, I could sneak around. See, sometimes I do this too much, but then I fall behind on just experience and everything. That, you know, he's given up the lane, though, so now what? He'd easily sneak up behind, or is he actually trying to do that? He's just giving up on the whole thing. I mean, the guy is so delayed, man. The guy is so slow. I don't know what he's trying to do there. He's trying to do the dragon at level 2. Like, I don't know what is even there at this point, but man, that animation is super fucking delayed though. So you have one of each ability, and the W is confusing me a little bit because one time I feel like it did a backstep. Yeah, sometimes maybe I force it a little bit, but it felt like there were a couple kills in there that we got. We had a couple kills and we just missed them because they're not really doing anything, you know, they're not really going for it, so. I don't know what that even is, actually, right? Some sort of portal that maybe goes between the two, which in that case would seem stupid. Now all you're gonna do is end up getting yourself killed on the tower. That's all that's gonna happen, and I would need like a potion or something. The animation looks a lot more badass than what is actually doing in that case. Now he decides to go channeling back. He decides to go back. Whereas I'm the one who's low. Like, why are we both doing that in the presence of the... In the presence of them doing this? Why is he running through there anyway? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, way to leave me in this situation, like... Alright, I don't know what's going on, but it's only 2-1 overall in the score. It just always feels like a shame when you don't get one of those early game type of kills because it's so easy to do it, but they're too stupid. Or did I not get boots? I always fucking forget to get boots. This guy's level 6. I'm not even high enough level to actually do any of this is the problem. There's so many low people, like everybody's low. Now I can cut this guy off a little bit. I mean, still we get something there, but I guess I overestimated what I was doing, or I came in kind of too late. Like, it makes no sense how they're doing this, but we might end up losing. And see, like, you could... I don't know. Sometimes I do that too often, though. That is like a bad tendency. You're trying to go for kills too much early, and then you end up either dying or just wasting time and falling behind in experience. Right, which you really don't need to be doing. So this has not been a very enjoyable lane to do. So it's so unbelievably frustrating. Like, if I maybe had to ignite, like the number of close calls or close kills that you get is just unbelievable, which obviously means I'm doing something wrong, or I'm expecting somebody always to actually help or be doing something. But or that, yeah, I never care about dealing with the fucking dragons and shit, but the objectives, I just kind of tunnel vision on the lane. But it's you know, it's kind of your responsibility if you're bottom. The W you can absolutely do to get away, which I don't know. Yeah, I shouldn't try to do anything here, but I'm just trying to stay on part of the experience. What the fuck? Oh, those things heal you.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Okay, that's my bad for maybe not. Fuck. I'll just steal all of them. But I mean, this is part of the beauty of being in bottom. You know, we shouldn't be going for anything. It's just like some of these fucking things, man. Now he won't even have the balls to... He doesn't even have the balls to go for me there. He's gonna get hit by the tower, but he's not even gonna finish me off adequately. I'm 2-2, which might not seem that good, but when you have only 5 kills for the team, that's not like... I don't know what this team is really doing, but... Yeah, this ultimate is pretty cool that you have the ability to... I keep going in there too much. Like, some of these abilities they have are so stupid. Let them come on the tower, that's fine, and then... Well, why is the tower not... I guess I overestimate the range of it a little bit, like... This doesn't feel like a good... That stupid ass thing, man.
An ally has been slain.
There's so many AoE and crazy kind of range abilities that
An ally has been slain.
you're on the tower and you're getting fucking destroyed.
An enemy has been slain.
I don't know what this is that ends up happening. This is like his final form, but he's getting hit by that as well. I mean, it's kind of worth it when you're doing one-to-one sort of, rather just make something happen, but you know, I can sneak behind here and get a kill, but it won't actually work, or it won't be in time. that stuff is kind of stupid early game because it doesn't oh shit. Okay. All right.
You have been slain.
I wasn't even paying attention to the other guy being there. It is. This is one of the coolest characters, even though I've liked pretty much all the characters, just because I think I should just give up then on that lane because there's nothing you can do. I mean, it's so shitty. Which again, I'm just playing too aggressively and trying to go for a kill like all the time, which is not something that you necessarily should do. Right, sometimes it's better just to play it safe. Not that they're doing particularly well in the other lanes either, but it's like everybody's always too passive and everything. Like, let's just leave. I can't even do anything. Let's try to help them top or something. Ignore the dragon. Or yeah, that joke from this guy's toast would work better there. We should sneak dragon or whatever where they because that's actually a mechanic here, not like in Among Us. Okay, this is a little tough. This is kind of deserving of a little more effort here. I mean, you're dying on the turret is fine. This guy's level 11 too, so he should be carrying us a little bit. 2 and 5, not looking so good anymore. The Acolyte is really good. 0 and 5, 1 and 4. Everybody's kind of bad, but $15 to $10. So those 5 deaths are clearly mine that make the difference. But then again, you know, everybody's kind of like that. Besides Acolyte is the only good player. Yeah, some of the range on these abilities or the animations are so stupid. I'm just so scared. I was like delayed in even trying to help. Even as a ranged character, it's like you hit between the two of them and miss both. Now, this guy can be very dangerous, of course. I mean, I'm trying to defend it. I just can't do anything. Like, everybody's hitting middle, but nobody's helping besides Acolyte, who's laying it obviously. What? There's like 4 people here. No, Acolyte can carry us, man. We're actually not even in that bad of a situation. It's just everybody's playing dumb. Including myself. From the beginning, I was trying to go for kills. Like when I didn't need to, obviously. Exchange ignite to heal. Wait, how do you even do that? It's mechanic in the shop, so I gotta remember the W if I feel so inclined to use that. Oh, I'm kind of delayed when I try to go in here. Now I can kind of bully them from on high, like I have Akai as my bodyguard, so come after me if you want. Why are we going away from the tower though? Like why? Uh-oh. I'm dead. What is this, dude? How did I even get away from that? I mean, they're the ones who were saying, asking for assistance, and they're trying to make a big thing out of it. And then you get destroyed, like... Yeah, I was even questioning, why are we going away from the tower? Why were they doing that? I guess they're overestimating their confidence because they're fed, but we're not. Okay, so we'll lose this character. It's partly my fault, like I always take blame, but it's like the whole team was doing shitty. And you can still have comebacks in situations like this, but it's like they're loading up mid so hard, and you know, I don't know what else these people are doing. But that's such a good ability to get like multi kills on the creeps, obviously. Well, I guess yeah, any of them, but like it does a sustained amount of damage. You should almost try to get this guy here. Let me try to go up top here and fight this guy. Who's again? He's like at half health, so if I went behind him, I could get him, but just always get people low-ish, and then you can never finish them off. And yeah, that ult doesn't do really all that much, but it's like relative to the spam ability, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, he could probably just destroy me too. See, they don't have the confidence level to actually go for stuff. Yeah, I often fall behind in experience and stuff like that, just because I do it here, or because I. Why is he going? Wait, what? Why is he going through him like? Wait, who is saying blood and bramble? Why did it seem like that was me saying it? This guy's too scared to take the inhibitor here in the presence of that. Yeah, maybe doing bottom was the bad idea because I did a little better, at least in mid, for what that's worth. Some of these abilities end up having such short cooldowns that it's like, oh, he just did it, now I gotta go in and do something, but it's pointless because they'll just do it again. It'll be up in a second, so I mean, we're obviously gonna lose this, but it's okay. He's changing, or maybe that's just like character's ability. I don't even know. Changing exhaust to ignite. I'm out of mana as well. Come on.
Killing spree.
And yeah, that's where Flash can just be the ultimate cuck. Like, oh, you maybe would have gotten a kill, and then you just can never do it because, oh shit, I just don't have enough mana to even deal with this. The problem is we're gonna get destroyed 30-14. This guy's garbage, Viego. And that was, if I did one thing wrong, it was like I was trying to force it too much in the early game, like trying to get kills, which either gets you killed or even it'll do it like you'll keep getting low and you'll keep overcommitting, and then if you don't get the kill, then it ends up being a waste. So
An enemy is unstoppable.
I mean, everybody's just bad though. You know, you might be able to sneak kill both of them here on the tower before when they think they have a chance to get it. Okay, that was kind of worth it, but now you have this dude is just destroying our tower. I like those big chunks of damage when they get taken off the tower. Like, it's a very satisfying like animation for it.
Enemy killing spree.
I always maybe undershoot that, but then again, I'm not going to be within range to do much more. And I hate surrenders, but in principle, this one isn't too bad because obviously you weren't going to be able to do anything with it anyway. Or like I should try to rush, like if they just stay in base and do it, I should just try to rush their base, but we haven't even taken out a single tower. Like there's nothing. It's so one-sided. Like I didn't play well, but it's so one-sided. You would not only have to play good, but you'd have to play great. If the Acolyte did well, this guy's a clown. They're bad. They're not too bad actually. 1 and 3. At least you're not beating too much, but you know that's what we could almost do is just rush and rush their base and just somehow do something with it. I mean, they might overcommit and actually die, but there's no tower even protecting me, so there's nothing to run from here like this. It would always feel like a shame dying in your base. Like, wow, you could just go back to here, every time, but okay, so that was only mildly my fault, but the one thing you have to do is don't force and try to go for kills quite that much. Or you know what I think happened is maybe the whole game wasn't even captured because did I even do this by capturing it? No. Yeah, I don't even know what happened because I assumed the window capture was working, but then I forgot about it. But the Acolyte was really good. See, even in a loss, you always see like somebody stands out, so that should be you. Right, like I should have been like the Acolyte, and then that might have been enough. But no, the Viego fed really hard. The this guy was okay. I mean, 1 and 3, at least you're not dying. These two were really bad. Mostly it becomes one-sided like that in the team concept, like everybody does good on one team, everybody does bad on one team, so it's hard to really blame one person.